100 grams from the mixture of the flour, cinnamon, baking soda, baking powder, and salt. We're gonna add the resin inside and the toasted pecan, and I'm gonna mix all this to have nice and very smooth mixture. We mix the mixture of the flour. I just took 100 grams, and then I add the pecan, toasted pecan, and the resin, and then we mix to have something like a powder. This is very important step for the carrot cake. Small mixer, food processor, we're gonna chop the carrot to have a nice meal texture, something like a puree, in order to incorporate in the recipe later on. Yeah. So it should be a little bit like coarse meal texture. So we reserve this on the side. It's ready in terms of mise en place. The carrot has been chopped in the food processor. The pecan and the resin has been also mixed with a small quantity of the flour mixture. The flour mixture, brown sugar, white sugar, the whole eggs and the vanilla ready. Stand mixer with a paddle attachment. I'm gonna start to mix my 2 oil mixture, which is the canola oil or grapeseed oil with the olive oil, the white sugar, and the brown sugar. So this is going to the mixer with a paddle attachment, and we're gonna mix all this together to have something very smooth and very homogeneous. So as you can see, we mix with the paddle attachment the oil, 2 kinds of oil, the brown sugar and the caster sugar with vanilla for 2-3 minutes. So now I'm gonna add the eggs. So we add half of the eggs quantity, and then we're gonna mix again. The mixture, always with a paddle attachment. We're going to alternate by adding the mix of the flour, cinnamon, baking soda, and the baking powder, and then we're gonna add the remaining eggs quantity. Now we add the remaining of the flour mixture, like this. So we have something very smooth now. We're gonna add little by little the chopped pecan and resin mixture, and then we mix with a spatula like that. Stop. Voila. Second part of the roasted pecan resin and the mixture of the flour like this. Always a spatula. You can see. And now we finish by adding the carrot that we mix with the processor. Look at that beautiful color. Beautiful mixture of carrot cake. The smell is incredible. The cinnamon, the carrot, the pecan. Top. Final texture of my carrot cake batter. Look at that beautiful pecan, the chopped carrot, and the smell of the cinnamon. And this is how it should be. You see, it's very almost liquid because of humidity, and then you will have something very moist.
Do the same step again.
So the mold has been buttered, brushed with butter and flour. It's a mixture that I use always for my cake.
To make it slip out. Completely full.
Cake has been poured in the mold, the batter, 350 grams, and we're gonna bake it at 165 degrees for 20 minutes to 25 minutes. Depend the thickness and depend your oven power. So here we go. The texture is incredibly moist. I'm gonna unmold that carrot cake, and look at that, guys. Look at that. And I'm gonna place it here, and then we let it cool down.
to be so beautiful, now look at me. My actions are unbeautiful, it's clear to see. Come on and step out of the cage, there's energy.
The filling of the carrot cake. So the filling, it's made from egg yolks, whole egg and vanilla. We have whipped cream, we have Dulcey blonde chocolate 32%, we have gelatin mass, and we have sour cream with sea salt. So I'm going to show you how I'm gonna assemble all these ingredients. So the first step, we start to prepare bain-marie, and I'm going to cook the eggs and the egg yolks on the bain-marie to poached at 75 degrees. The mixture has been poached to 70 degrees, so it's pasteurized. I'm gonna now whisk it to have something like sabayon. So we need to whisk it until it's completely cold, and then we're gonna show you how we're gonna mix with the remaining ingredients. So the sabayon has been whipped. Now I'm gonna show you how I mix this mixture to have something very smooth and very creamy. So most important is the chocolate is melted at 45 degrees. It has to be really melted and at 45. So the pâte à bombe is ready. We have the sour cream and the sea salt. We have the whipping cream. It should be really soft. We have gelatin mass I melted in the microwave. I know everybody knows what means gelatin mass. It's gelatin powder with water, 5 times the amount of gelatin you add water. So 1 gram gelatin, 5 gram water. And then we have Dulcey blonde chocolate from Valrhona, so very important. Okay, now I'm gonna show you. First step, I'm gonna mix the sour cream and the whipping cream. So the sour cream is going to replace the cream cheese and to give nice sourness, and also to balance the sweetness of the Dulcey, because you know Dulcey, it's quite sweet, so this is also very interesting. So we mix the sour cream and the whipping cream. Okay. On the other side, I'm going now to add the gelatin mass inside the pâte à bombe, and we mix together. So I'm going to pour this pâte à bombe into the chocolate, and I will mix gently. You see now, up like this. I mix the Dulcey and the pâte à bombe. Then I'm going to add now the half quantity of the sour cream and the whipping cream that we mixed before. I take my whisk. There we go. Super. Now I can add the leftover of my sour cream and my whipping cream that I mix together with a pinch of sea salt. Okay. My Dulcey sour cream salty filling for the carrot cake. It's ready, and this is the right consistency. Now it's ready to assemble our beautiful carrot cake that we made yesterday. I'm gonna show you now. Take the cake in this mold, which is from Matfair, disposable mold. I love this mold, they are amazing. I put 350 grams. We bake at 160 degrees for 25 minutes. We let it set overnight in the fridge. Today I cut, I trim, and then I cut in 2 parts. So 125 grams of Dulcey cream. Then I'm going to place my second layer of my lovely carrot cake and just slightly push, and then this is ready to go in the freezer. So this is another quick demonstration. We pour the Dulcey filling inside on the top of the first layer like this, 125 grams, and then I'm going to bring my second layer of carrot cake and place it on the top like this, and just we slightly push like that. So what's going to happen is this one is going to set overnight in the freezer. Now with a small spoon, we just want to make sure that the top of the cake is straight, So we just apply a small layer of Dulcey filling like this, and now it's ready to go in the freezer for overnight. So what's gonna happen is tomorrow we're gonna unmold the cake, and then we finish it with cinnamon whipped ganache, and I will decorate with candied pecan and some spaghetti carrot confit. It's gonna be so funny and so nice. Second step today of the carrot cake, I remind you again what we've done here is we prepared the filling sour cream Dulcey blonde chocolate with sea salt. I just cut the cake and I fill it with the filling 125 grams, and I top with a bit of Dulcey cream from the top, and now it's ready to go to sleep overnight in the freezer. Tomorrow we're gonna finish it, and then we're gonna cut it, we're gonna eat it, we're gonna enjoy it, and I will see you tomorrow, guys. Cheers, ciao. Now we start to prepare for tomorrow the Opalis cinnamon vanilla whipped ganache. So I'm going to infuse those cinnamon with the cream and the vanilla. The chocolate will be melted at 40 degrees. Then we have the second quantity of cream, and here we have inside glucose and inverted sugar. I'm gonna share the recipe with you later. We have here the cream, cinnamon, vanilla. I'm going now to infuse on the gas. I'll repeat: cream, vanilla, glucose, inverted sugar, and cinnamon stick. We just bring it to boil, and then we infuse with the cover plastic on top. Just make sure to cover with plastic wrap. The chocolate is melted, the cream is waiting, so we're gonna infuse this 20 minutes, and then we're gonna come back to assemble the whipping ganache. This has to be set overnight in the fridge, and tomorrow we're gonna decorate the carrot cake. Here, the infusion, almost 20 minutes, the chocolate is melted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the infusion in 3 times on the chocolate. And I'm going to mix like this from the center. So we add the second time and we add the third time, and we're gonna have, this is what we call basic ganache. We're gonna add the same amount of the basic ganache called liquid cream, and then we're gonna have whipping ganache. So basic ganache plus the same amount of cold cream will be whipped ganache. So this is a basic ganache, and now I'm going to pour the cold cream, and it will be whipped ganache. So I'm going to caramelize toasted pecan. We toast this pecan 20 minutes at 140 degrees. I have the water and the sugar, and I have some sea salt, flaky sea salt. I'm gonna show you now how we make this caramelized pecan. preheat the syrup to 180 degrees. Then I fold the toasted pecan, and then we just come to coat the pecan with the syrup like that. And then now we cook until they are caramelized. This step is when we call the sugar start to crystallize. This is very normal. And now this crystal will become into caramel. And make sure you cook at low heat. Like this. Here the crystals start to melt, and this is very good. So those crystals will become into caramel. You see, just in 5 minutes it's gonna be ready. The gas, and now you see, because the pan is still hot, so those pecan will caramelize on the heat of the pan, and it should be ready in 1 minute. So blend into chopped caramelized pecan, ready to mix with the oil and the chocolate. From Valrhona, we melted at 45 degrees. I'm going now to add the grapeseed oil into the chocolate. And then I'm just going to mix the chocolate and the oil. Icing or coating or Eskimo glaze for travel cake, or for tartelette, for fingers, you know, it's very trendy. And then we're gonna fold the caramelized pecan, and then we mix. So those caramelized pecan will give nice crunchiness and nice visual also. So here with the glaze is ready now for the carrot cake. So I'm going now to show you how we coat the carrot cake using the pecan and this is a carrot cake. We have the sour cream blonde chocolate filling, another layer of carrot cake, and the cinnamon vanilla with ganache with candied pecan on the top. عندي كوب رهيبة ها؟ وحياة أمك شم. لك لا شم بالأول بدي